Guess who is back? Ladies and gentlemen, yours truly, Luke, from Smeed for Speed. I have been gone quite a little while, not by choice, but by life itself. So yeah, here we are, we're back. We're gonna get right back into it because that long absence ain't happening anymore. I know I've said that before, but we just had to get through some stuff in life, guys, that's a little more important. This channel is a hobby on the side. I do work on my cars when I want to, just been a little bit busy, and we're back. We're ready to get rolling. We've got a lot of stuff to do to all the vehicles here. First off, we're gonna start with the 8th gen, and we're gonna jump right into it. This is my daily driver, like I've said many times before, and I drive it to work every single day. Now I go to work every single day, and Monday through Friday I was only doing a couple days a week, but now it is all every day for Monday through Friday. So I've been driving it a lot, driving it hard, and driving her to work. So she's been getting ridden hard and abused, and for the longest time the driver door window has been slowly, intermittently going out. So if we go over here and check it out, so the window on this side has been intermittently going in and out for a while now. It's very odd. It basically works when it's hot outside, and if it's cold it doesn't work, which is extremely odd. So we got a new regulator for that, which is right there. I didn't just buy the motor because I'm not sure. It could be old and gunky and dirty in there where the tracks are, which I think is definitely part of the issue. So it was only 30 bucks more to get the entire regulator, which is the actual metal frame that glides up and down and holds the glass window in place. So we're just gonna do all of it, be done with it. Well, what also works out in my benefit is that the freaking speaker is going out as well. No, well, the speaker's out, it's gone. It's donezo. It doesn't even play music out of this side. I have bought 2 new speakers for the front passenger and driver. The passenger is blown out. It sounds like ass, so it's basically almost gone. It does work, but it like has like a really bad sound to it. So went ahead and bought 2. We're gonna replace both guys. We're gonna get this done because speakers and windows on a daily drive is absolutely must needed. So everything else in the car, doing okay for now. We got some other updates. We've got our headliners pretty jacked up in here. It's straight falling down in the back. You can see it right there. So it's just, this car's old, guys, and it just needs to be gone through, and a little bit of love to it, and that's what we're gonna do. I've got some other things for it too, but we'll get into this right now, and we'll get moving, and then I'll show you what the rest of the stuff that we're gonna do. It's just simple stuff, something that I did a long time ago that I haven't ever actually got to work right. Put it on the car, never got it to work right, which are the fog lights. So we're gonna mess with that too and get going. So let's get to working on the door window and the speakers, and we'll go from there. Let's do it. Alright, so I got the door panel off, and I had a feeling this was going to be the problem. So if you check it out, I got the panel off, got the plastic piece off, it's in there, put the door panel in the back seat. So I don't know, this thing looks really grimy and gross, so I'm guessing that's why it's been going really slow and probably only really works when it's warm. But I think this is just done, the motor's done, but I can't get the window down right now. So the only way to replace this entire thing, which I have right there, brand new, okay? So the only way to get this out is you got to take the window off, and I can't get the window off because I need to lower it halfway down. So I'm gonna have to swap the motor first, get it to go down, and then unbolt the window, because there's a couple bolts that hold the window to this frame, to this rail that slides right here, this piece. So got to do all that. Then I can get the glass out, which you take off through the inside. And then when I get it all out, I'll swap the new motor back onto the new one and call it good. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. Not going to time lapse it, but we'll show you what it looks like at the end. All right, so good news. I was able to get the motor off that's there, and it comes out right there. It just comes out super easy. There's 3 screws. They were star heads. And I immediately was thinking that when I take this out, it's probably going to release the window, and it sure did, because look, it's coming straight down. And as you see it coming down, there's those 2 bolts right there. 1, 2. So those hold the window on, and that is all you need to get the window out. So I'm going to lower this down here to about right there, okay? Nice and low so I can get to it easily. I'll take those 2 bolts off, and then you just slip the window out the top, and we're gonna do that real quick. All right, guys, so we got the glass out, and I put it in the back seat. Now is basically super simple from here. You're just gonna come back over here. So all I did was shove the motor back in there to lock it in place. So now it won't go up or down, because that gear, this thing's locked, obviously, until you press the button. So all you gotta do is, obviously there was a plug here, make sure you take that out. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this out because I don't need it anymore. All you gotta do to get this out is you got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, 10 mils, take them out, and you just kind of rotate it and then pull it out, and that's it. And then literally the other one's direct replacement, fresh unit, brand new. Let's get to it. Bam, just like that, we got a new window regulator in. Literally, this whole job takes maybe 30 minutes. It's not difficult. As long as you don't go all crazy when you're taking the door card off and snapping stuff, and just take your time, it's not that difficult. Look at that. Fresh unit, all up in there. We got the new window regulator installed. Now, we're gonna test it. We got our plug back in here. That's the only thing you plug back in before you put the plastic covering, because this pops through the plastic covering. You have to take that, pop that back out the plastic covering, and then of course this that goes to your switch pops out the plastic covering. So let's turn our key on. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. All right, we're on. And I've already got this plugged in. And I actually already tested it off camera without the window, and it worked. So here we go. Oh, look at that. Money. Let's check the automatic. All right, well, the automatic of the button is not working. And that's kind of weird, so not really sure what that's about. It might be because that plug's not in. That might, I don't know. I think that's just the mirrors though. It's kind of weird. Unless I bought a regulator that's not for automatic windows, that's possible. But let's see. Let's see. Well, don't have automatic windows anymore, but honestly, I don't really care. The window goes up and down. Automatic is just an extra feature. I'm not taking it out and returning it. I looked it up for an SI at AutoZone. That's what it gave me, so we're gonna roll with it. Next order of business is that piece of junk right there that doesn't do anything. So I didn't buy no crazy speakers. I got some good like Alpine Type S's in the back when I got my like double din put in, the Kenwood. But I just went with some like Amazon Boss. They had good ratings. They were like 30 bucks. So I got them on Prime Deal Day. So we're gonna get those swapped out and yeah, hear what it sounds like. But now we'll put the plastic cover back on and show you the completed thing. The plastic cover can go on. It does not cover the speaker. So we'll get that back on, all that stuff on, and call it good. All right, well, we got the plastic cover back on the car. You just put this little guy in here. You got your other plug over here that holds it up. My black like adhesive glue, rubber glue stuff is totally like toast. So I got some Gorilla tape, and I taped this bad boy on in a few spots, right there, there, and right here. I didn't want to put any right here because the door card might sit. I was gonna put some here. I don't know. But anyways, get that held up good. So that's all back on. You got your door stuff poked through. Like I said, this wire comes back for the door lock. I think that's like the automatic door lock or something. And then you got this poked back through for your actual switch to your windows and your mirrors. And then, as you can see, the speaker's still exposed. So we're gonna go right into that, change that. Let's go. All right, guys, so I was checking into the speakers and things like that. Obviously, these are not OEM, so there's gonna be modification. I want you to be aware of that. If you do not buy the Honda factory speaker, it is not gonna go back in how it should. But there is a way to get around it, and I'm gonna work on that here in just a little bit. I gotta run to the auto parts store and grab a few things. So as you can see, we got the speaker out, okay? There's just a plug that you take off. Here's the old speaker. It clearly has a hole. It's cracked. This thing is toast. It's cracked everywhere. Piece of junk. So, but on the back, you've got the plug. I want to utilize that plug again. I do not want to have to cut that wire and then put connectors on it to connect to the speaker, because it's just easier with the plug. It's already there. So I'm gonna run down, get some solder and stuff like that, and then we're gonna, basically this bracket that this speaker's in, we're gonna use it. So I'm gonna cut out the speaker, so then the new one will plop in there. But we also need to, I'm gonna grinder off all of these little things right here. So I'm gonna grinder off that down here. We're gonna cut it off here. We're gonna cut the plug off so we can still utilize, or cut it off of this part, leave that there, and then we could actually even cut it off and it can just dangle over there. It's not a big deal. Cut. Okay, then the other speaker, you'll flip it over. This is gone. The new speaker will plop in there. I can screw it into this plastic here with some self-tappers, and it should be good to go. All right, so we got the speaker put back in, fully mounted on the stock thing. All I did is use some self-tappers, screwed it right into the plastic. She's locked in. That is the one screw that was already there that kind of holds the bracket into the door, because when you take it out, it's got these clips that go down. So you undo that and then the whole thing pops out. And that's how easy it is to replace it. And I already tried it, tested it, works great. So that's that. We're gonna move over to the other one. We'll be completely done. I'll throw both door cards back on when we're done, and that'll do it for now. Well, guys, got both speakers in. They are both sounding amazing. Can't really show you because don't want to play music and get copyright issues. So, but they do sound good. They were $30 speakers on Amazon. They're Boss Audio 225 watts or whatever. I don't even know, but they're decent. I mean, check them out. I mean, it kind of looks stocky, but it's not. It's got a little tweeter in it, but all I gotta do is put the door cards on, no big deal. But I wanted to go ahead and end it off there for you guys. I am just glad to be back making videos. Again, I know I took some time off. It's been a while, but it's not gonna happen again. I just had to take care of some stuff with the family and, you know, other stuff that goes on. You guys know, okay? When you have families, it's just stuff you gotta do. So, race cars coming out of hibernation. We got a lot of work to do on that. So a bunch of videos coming up on all the stuff I'm gonna do. So stay tuned for that. You know, and I'm just glad to be back. I appreciate everybody that has followed the channel and that is still following. I am back. We are good to go. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up, so I really appreciate it. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Keep it going. Let's make this into something bigger, because the more of you that come on and watch and enjoy and like and subscribe, the more cool stuff I can put out for you guys. And hopefully informational or not, or just exciting and fun and funny, whatever. Just want to keep it going, guys, but appreciate you guys a lot. So yeah, until next time, later.